So we're back working on this 2014 Silverado with the no comm with the anti-lock brake or the electronic brake control module. And I did some reading last night and evaluating, and I noticed that there were 3 sets of network wires to the EBCM. So it turns out that this is slightly different than the older models that only had the CAN in and CAN out. This one also has a chassis expansion bus. And pins 5 and 6 are terminated at the EBCM. There's a terminating resistor in there. And it goes to the power steering control module, to the junction box, the data link connector 12 and 13, to the steering angle, wheel angle sensor, which I thought was just a simple input, but it's bused in the network, to the junction box again, and the inflatable restraint sensing and diagnostic module. This module was talking on the network yesterday, but the steering wheel angle sensor, if it's a separate module, was not talking, if I recall from the network communication. But we had communication with the power steering module, so I don't think there's a problem with this network. I've obtained a previously enjoyed EBCM assembly, and I'm simply going to plug it in to the connector underneath the truck and try to do a network scan to see if the module comes online before we try to program it or install it. So I simply plugged in the ABS assembly to the diagnostic, or to the connector on the frame there, and the only light or message that's on is service trailer brake. So I'm going to do an intelligent diagnostic, read the VIN with this Think Tool Pro. Diagnosis. And do a smart scan. So we're interested to see if we have the EBCM online and the steering wheel angle sensor module. I haven't cleared codes out of anything. So we do have communication with it now. Power steering control module, steering wheel angle set, and we have communication with that one too. So some of these codes are from history. So after all of that fuddling around yesterday, it appears that the EBCM was the cause of the lack of communication. I tried to qualify the wires to it, but with so much misinformation, connector views wrong, pinouts wrong. As soon as this finishes, I'll see what codes are in the EBCM. They might be from the previous vehicle. The only way to clear the codes from the EBCM is to left front wheel speed circuit, right front wheel speed circuit, incorrect immobilizer identifier received. Well, this is because it's not programmed to the vehicle. And transfer case control module, invalid data received from engine control. Transmission control module, lost communication with brakes. Cabin compartment, chassis control module, invalid data. Okay, so let's do a code clear. Now, the next question is, can I program that used EBCM to this vehicle? I think I can, but I'm not 100% certain until I try. So the 2 wheel speed sensor codes likely erased, but the immobilizer data is not erased. So let's see what code is in there. Incorrect immobilizer identifier received. It's always sketchy to put in used modules because of VIN mismatch. So Let's see if we got data out of this EBCM. Data stream. Anti-lock braking data. Select all. Okay. Now we have a data list. So I'm connected to GM tech line, and I'm trying to buy a subscription so that we can try and program this thing. So it's installing the software so we can do the flash programming. It appears to be downloading the software. I'm using a GM MDI2 as an interface. So during the installation, this thing seems to be hung. A lot of times it just takes a long time to download the software, especially if you're not on a high-speed internet connection. So I got this error message about attempting to reprogram with the same calibration. So I'm going to go ahead and do that anyways. According to that, it has the same calibration in it as what was in there, but I do have a fault code, so we're going to see what there's any other setup afterwards. So I'm unbolting the ABS module and water's dripping out of it. Holy. Maybe it is related to water intrusion after all. So if you remember watching the first, this bracket was pushed back. Now what happened when the bracket pushed back is the module hit this bolt and put a little hole in the cover, and that allowed water inside the module. You can see evidence of water in here. Here's the module, full of water, and there's where the bolt contacted that module because the bracket had hit it. I didn't notice that before. I put a little hydraulic jack between the frame and the bracket and pushed it back, and close to alignment anyways, it's closer. So we're going to clean this up and take the module off that used assembly and put it on here and program it. Cool. So the module is reinstalled and reconnected. Dielectric grease around the connector. I put a little bead of RTV sealant around that silicone seal on there. But there you can see that bolt that got jammed into the cover when this module got pushed back. I didn't notice that before. So obviously the water intrusion in the module is what caused it to fail. Let's see if this programming event worked. So there is control module configuration for the EBCM, electronic brake control module setup, and adaptive pressure control learn. So let's see what happens. I got the key on. Oh, why am I touching that screen? It's not a touch screen. Used to touch screen. Place the front wheels and steering wheel in a straight ahead position. Press next, check ignition on and press next. Please wait, establishing vehicle communication. Steering wheel straight? Yeah. Ignition is on. Please turn ignition off. Wait 20 seconds. You're probably going to have to get in it and sit down and step on the brake for the pressure learn, I think, but I don't know for sure. We'll see what the instructions say. Turn the ignition on. Next. Special function data display. Finish. Next. Please ensure the hydraulic system is bled to perform the test successfully. Well, we didn't open the hydraulic system, we just changed the module.
Please ensure the following conditions are met. Park the vehicle on flat level surface. Temperature of the brake controller must be between 3 and 38. Transmission in park. Start the engine and idle. Stay off the brake pedal. Please fully release the accelerator pedal. Okay, start the engine. Don't step on the brake, okay? We try the procedure, yes. The brake pedal's not depressed, is it? No. Please release the brake pedal. Why are the brake lights on? Well, that's the parking lights. Well, this is not working. Okay, let's cancel out. Adaptive pressure control operation canceled. Okay, let's see what it says. Setup pass, configuration pass. I'm not sure. We're going to scan it with the regular scan tool now because I don't have a subscription for GM/MDS here, so I'm going to scan it with the Think tool. So we're going to do a smart scan again and see what kind of codes it's got stored. There's a service trailer brake message on the dash. It's got one code in the ECM, 3 codes in the chassis control module, 1 code in the TCM. So we'll pick up when we get to the end here. Okay, so let's see what we got in the BCM. Incorrect environment identifier from electronic brake control. Electronic communication with electronic brake control. Invalid data from electronic brake control. Lost communication with device on LIN bus. Now that's probably what's turning on the service trailer brake, because the trailer brake module is LIN bus. I'm going to have to ask him if his service trailer brake message was coming up prior to this miss. Lost communication with inflatable restraint, sensing and diagnostic motor. Well, let's clear all the codes and see what comes back. So everything's green right now. Let's try the EBCM. Enter. You would think that I'd have fault codes in it because we didn't finish that configuration. No fault codes. And the chassis control module was turning on a message. Read fault codes. Okay, so that's probably what's turning on the service trailer brake system. So that's a problem with likely the trailer brake module, because it's LIN bus to it. But I have to investigate that further. Data stream. Trailer brake data. Select all. Communication error with ECU. Wonder if the VIN number's in there. That EBCM. Module information. I don't see a VIN number in there. But we got rid of that security code. Let's read codes again. Well, I'm going to take this for a road test and see what the brakes do. So in the EBCM, with this scan tool, I was able to do the brake pressure relearn under special functions, adaptive pressure learn, and it worked out fine. I don't know why the OEM tool wouldn't run that test. We did everything exactly the same, just followed the instructions on the screen, and it worked fine. I know we did the brake set pressure sensor calibration with the GM tool, and the steering wheel angle sensor learn with the GM tool, but this procedure wouldn't work. Mind you, it didn't give us any codes. But now in the chassis control module, we have this 1556-00. So I'm going to ask the customer now if there was a pre-existing problem with the service trailer brake message on the dash, which is quite common. I suspect it needs a trailer brake control module, but that's it for now. Let's hope this one's fixed.